Live from PATV Studios, it's the Lyle Style Show. And now, the man with the most style, it's your host, Lyle Style.
Hey, welcome to another edition, to a beautiful edition of the Lyle Style Show. I haven't been back here in a while now. I'm coming back with a brand new episode. This time we're going to talk a little bit about television, about PATV, and where it's going, and where it's been, where it's today, and where it's going in the future. And the person that's going to talk to us about that knows everything is the Executive Director, Gerardo. We call him Dr. G. And I want to say welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome, thanks a lot, man. You're the one of the eyes, the ears, the bolts, whatever, that's kind of running the show and making sure PATV is going to new heights or whatever. So I want to thank you. But we talked a little bit about, before we went on air, a little bit about how you got started in the show and how you got started with the PATV. So you can kind of share that with the viewers.
Well, thank you for inviting me, Lyle. And to be honest with you, I think the eyes and the ears and everything, and even the soul of PATV, it's really all of us. Staff are the eyes and the ears. I'm really just at the helm, guiding, us all. And the soul is someone like you. The producers, the people who actually are submitting their content and their ideas and being creative here on PATV. Now, regarding the question, I first started volunteering about a year ago, actually, here at PATV. I moved from California. My wife's a professor here at the university. She got a job, so we moved out here. And first thing, that I've done in the past is volunteer. I believe in volunteerism. It's really important, and it's it's a one way of getting your foot in the door, and it's very obvious that it really does help to volunteer in your community. So I started volunteering here. In doing so, I was recruited onto the board. Then I started helping around the administration of the PATV with documentation, and our fearless leader at the time, Josh, resigned, moved on, and so the position opened, and I applied, and I'm very thankful to be here as executive director now at PATV.
Amen. You're very capable of doing this, and what you're doing, because you started, like, volunteerism is very important, like you said.
Yes.
And then you were credited how about you volunteering, how it can open up other doors into even a job.
Yeah.
And, this would happen to you, so.
Yeah, and over again, I've actually, myself, I've experienced that, where through my volunteering, I've been able to open doors. Really, and when I was much younger, I used to volunteer for the hospital, and so I was a candy striper. And that did help me actually get into college. And so whenever I can, I just flew in from Watsonville, California, where I helped and I volunteered to produce a film festival.
Oh, okay.
And again, it's stuff that I love to do, volunteer in communities. And I think that's one of the ways that we are able to move forward and support each other.
Amen. That's why. I think everybody should do that. Everybody should some type of volunteering, whether it's not to even doing this with television, but just anything. And if it's just somebody watching somebody's window or whatever, or volunteering to take a trash out, or volunteering to different stores, hospital, whatever. Yeah, volunteering is very important, though. But I want to talk to you about Dr. G about back then. How was PATV then to where it is now? What's the changes? When you were starting off, how was it then?
One of the things that happened as I transitioned into this position, not knowing that was going to be the case, there was, there was change in the air. And part of the change comes from our actual funding and our funding source, and what PATV, how it supports itself financially. And so I knew that coming into this position that was something that needed to be addressed. So, for many years, PATV has been underwritten by a pass-through through subscription money that comes from MediaCom, which we're really grateful that the city decided to support. What it's considered a PEG, and we're the P in PEG and public access.
Okay.
And so it was the city who decided, and the community members, that we should have a public access channel, and that's where that's how this became. Laws changed in the state that impact the city, and because of that, our funding stream has and will change. Our contract goes through with the city until mid 2018. After that, we don't know what's going to happen.
Up in the air. Huh?
Yeah, it's up in the air because things have changed, and so it really is up to the city, and the city constituency, our members, whether or not they want to keep something like PATV going and support it financially. Because of the change in laws, the funding has impacted the city in itself. That franchise fee that was given to the city it's changed. Well, there's still going to be a franchise fee, but it's minimal compared to what it had in the past. And that's because of a state law that changed that impact. Little cities or small cities like Iowa City.
So So you think is it a good change? Is it that we're going through this time where we are becoming more sufficient than we used to be? Now, from what I understand, we're not really relying on just the MediaCom to keep us afloat, whatever, so to speak.
Well, it'd be wonderful to continue. That way our struggle wouldn't be focused solely on funding or staying alive in that sense, and more of continuing to provide and this resource, this public access. Things will change. We're not sure what path we're going to take. Earlier we were talking about it's A plus B equals C.
Right.
We're not sure where we fall. We're not sure. The way I see it is just several paths we're going to take. We're going to be continued funded by the city, or the city is going to partially fund us, or we're going to have to figure out how to enterprise ourselves and become independent so that we can continue this type of operation as a channel.
Wow.
So we're in talks, and so we're having those conversations, and we should know soon, because a year and a half. We're about a year and a half, a little more than a year and a half, less than 2 years from knowing what's going to happen, or actually taking that path, whatever path we take. Yeah,
because whether path we need PATV here. I think every city needs a PATV station, because you can't go to a regular station and be able to take classes to learn how to use cameras. And you learn how to do state-of-the-art cameras, green screens, editing, producing, going outside, doing your own video. Coming in here, you can make a music video here. Just learning how to do your own talk show, voicing yourself, or what you have something to say. This is a perfect media where you can come here and voice your opinion about certain things without, to a certain extent, being censored to a certain extent. I know you have guidelines, but it's not as strict as regular, television. What a way that nowadays people need to vent, people need to talk, people need a lot of things they have to say the way this world's going. So PATV is a perfect avenue to come in here, take your classes, learn how to do that, and be able to do content, and be able to talk and do your thing, and let your voice speak.
Yeah, Iowa City in itself is very unique in that sense. Since the inception of TV and radio, Iowa City has historically proven that, it is an important media, and it's important for it to be accessible to everybody. In regards to public access television, PATV here with us, it is an important resource that we have for our community. In that sense, we're very unique too. Not a lot of cities have public access, and not a lot of cities have this resource. It is important, and like you said before, this is how we can voice our opinions, our ideas, our creativity, and it's a form of free speech. You know, it's a form of expression.
Yes.
And to have that resource, again, Iowa City is very unique in that sense. And, you know, I'm very grateful, and I think the Iowa City constituency and the residents are also very grateful for this resource.
Yeah, because now you came from California.
Yes.
Which is a big state, big cities there. I know they have some type of form of public access there, but it's probably a lot different from that type of media to here.
It is different. I think the main difference is what I've learned, actually. The main difference are the cities. Now, if the city is willing to support a public access, you know, it's every city has pass-through money from cable companies. They all have franchise fees, right? It really depends on the city whether or not they want to use a franchise fee to fund a resource like public access television.
Okay.
So it's the constituency is the residents of the city and the city itself that support a resource like this. So all cities around the United States have the ability to charge a franchise fee to the cable providers of that city. Some cities have 4 or 5 different cable providers.
Wow.
Because they're so big, you know, that they need to expand on, you know, here in the city is small. There's only one cable provider, which is enough for this size city. So other cities might have a little more because, again, there might have 2 or 3 or 4 different cable providers. So the funding stream is a little bigger, I suppose. There's more funding. So again, it's the city, it's the residents, the constituency who decides whether or not they want to have a resource like this.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. See, now another point I want to try to make too. How can anybody, any John Doe like myself, or Jane Doe,
Or Lyle.
Lyle, yeah, Lyle,
Or Lyle.
or Lyle, yeah,
Right.
yeah, could get involved and actually get involved in doing this and actually being behind a desk like this and doing what I'm doing.
Very simple. Every Thursday at 6 o'clock, every first Thursday at 6 o'clock, we hold our guidelines class. Once you take that class, then you'll jump into a studio class, a camera class, and then an editing class. And you could take every class starting from the beginning of the month. Like I said, the first Thursday of the month, we have our guidelines class. Once you take that class and you take the rest of the workshops, by the end of the month, coming into the second month, you'll be able to produce your own show. Any member, any resident of Iowa City can come in to public access TV here with us and become a bona fide producer. We're a resource. We're here to support you and to make sure that you learn how to use all this equipment. And it's all free.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you that question.
Yeah.
It's all free.
It's free. We do have a membership fee, which is $50 a year. It's prorated, so I think it's like $12.50 right now. Money is never an issue. If you would rather volunteer your time, all you have to do is volunteer 5 hours with us, and that'll take care of your membership fee.
Wow.
So in essence, it's a free resource that we have in our community here in Iowa City.
Wow, beautiful. Okay, so people in Iowa City, does it expand? How far does it expand?
Right now, we're focused on Iowa City. You know,
Okay.
we hope to expand our reach into the corridor. You know, so so right now, because we are with MediaCom and with the city of Iowa City, you know, that those are the people we provide the resource for. Everyone is welcome. Whoever
Okay.
comes through our door is welcome, and you know, we will work with them. on trying to figure out a system or way they can access, our services and our resources.
Wow, beautiful. And also think I know this is something new, that is, say someone wants to, y'all are capable, because the equipment is state-of-the-art equipment, green screens, everything, to say produce, say a commercial. Your staff is well equipped to even help anybody out there that wants to, say, shoot a commercial or shoot an event. They can just call here,
Right. Yeah.
and talk to you as executive director or any of the staff people to see, hey, you know what? Hey, I need somebody, blah blah blah, to shoot this video or shoot this event for me. Could y'all provide? Y'all can provide that.
Correct. We actually do have enterprise services so that if people want to hire us, they can hire us, our staff, from the capturing of the event to the editing and the production of that event.
Wow.
And so we are for hire. And it's fairly inexpensive compared to other.
Oh yeah, compared to it,
sources,
because I could. But think about it. What gets me so just fascinated about this, because the state-of-the-art equipment that you have is really state-of-the-art equipment. The top equipment, editing. I mean, the whole 9 yards, brand new stuff that you can find at a regular a TV studio or whatever. That has that. You have it right here.
Right. You have access to it. Now, the way I see it is this: it's more the creativity of the producer. An artist can work with a corner and a camera and do wonders. The good thing about PATV is that we have a lot of space, a lot of corners in that sense, where you can be creative. You can do a lot with what we have. So together, us educating, teaching you how to use our equipment, having that resource, and your creativity can go a long way.
Oh, yes.
Really, it's that. It's the producers, the creativity, and access to like you said, to this equipment.
Right.
And again, it's something that the Iowa City, is really supportive of providing this resource to our community. And it's free. It's free for our residents here in Iowa City.
Wow, that's a beautiful thing. See, I love the word free.
Yes. Yeah.
Free is a good thing for me, man.
Yes.
I mean, it's
It's a good dollar amount.
Amen. Because I've been back doing this since 1990. Since 1990, back when we had the studio back in the library, public library, and doing my show. And I'll go back. Now I'm telling my age, but I really feel young.
You still look good for your age.
Thank you. I'm 106. But it's like you say, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
What you're doing. You're taking off the helm and being a part of this and leading. And so what do you see the future of PATV?
It's hard to say. I think that we're going to continue one way or another. That is our future.
Okay.
Again, what path we take, that's to be determined. It's to be determined. I'm working directly with our board president and our board on trying to figure out that path. What path are we going to take? The city has always been really supportive. We feel like the city will continue to support us as much as they can. And so I think together we're going to develop a nice plan so that this resource can continue here in Iowa City.
Amen.
You've been around since it was a nonprofit.
Right.
Because right around that time, in 1990, that's when it became an independent nonprofit.
That's right. Exactly right.
And so since then, we've been independent as a nonprofit, but funded through the city. So the city is supporting this effort. We want that to continue. That is where we're gonna. That is our hope. How we get there, we don't know yet, but we will get there.
Amen. I like that. Well,
and it's together again. It's that membership. It's those residents. It's the city in itself as a whole. This community that helps this, keep this place alive.
Amen.
And it shows through, shows like yours.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm an old dinosaur, man. But
not a dinosaur.
Okay.
Not a dinosaur.
Okay, baby dinosaur. But this is a beautiful thing. I really, because not a million years, I never thought I would be sitting here. Wow, sitting here talking to you.
Yeah.
You're a beautiful person.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you taking over the helm and doing what you're doing and guiding PATV to where it's at now and stuff like that. But me, because I never thought I would be able to sit there, because I used to always be scared to talk to people. I used to stutter a lot, so I couldn't talk. So for me to be doing this now and talking and conveying to you and whatnot and doing my show, it's a blessing. It's showing that if I can do it, if I can go and take the classes, and I'm an older dude and still makes a dream to be able to talk to people come to pass by through PATV. Anybody out there that has a dream and has something to say can come down to PAT, which they should, and take the classes and express themselves. And
and you mentioned something, be it that you've been here since its inception as an independent nonprofit, right?
Yes.
It's you, it's the other producers, it's the staff, and it's the city who really make this. I strongly feel that, it's not about my position. It's about making sure that we work together.
Yeah, amen.
That's how I think we have achieved what we have achieved. Years later, you're here, and it's wonderful to see that you've been, producing the Lyle Style Show for so many years. And I'm sure you've gone through many of people who have a long history of Iowa City.
Oh, without a doubt. Yes.
That in itself, is something that, it's an archive. It's something that's important. It was important history to Iowa City. So it's something that we're developing, and we'll continue to grow together.
Okay, yes, and I want to be a part of that too.
You are.
I appreciate it. I want to definitely.
You're not going anywhere.
I know. No,
okay.
We're gonna keep doing that, and we're gonna keep producing. So what would you? Is there like a phone number? It's a way people they see the show.
Yes.
They say, hey, well, where's it at? Well, how can I get? How can I? It's a website. How can I even? Oh, there's a website. Oh, the producer's right on the ball.
See,
He's
there
right
you go.
there. There's a
I'm
website.
telling you, our producers.
He's right on the ball. Got the website up there.
Yeah.
There's a phone number that they can call and talk with anyone on the staff. Say, you know what? I want to do this.
Come in and visit us. Come in and check out the studio.
Okay, so we're gonna put the address up there.
People should come in and one of the days that you're here producing, it's a wonderful thing. Like I said before, if you look at the studio, and it's very industrial.
Yes, it is.
But it's how creative you are and what you do behind the cameras and in front of the cameras that makes that creativity, that art.
Yeah.
And eventually that expression. I think that's what's so wonderful about this place, and I think that's what's important for people to see. Because when they see us on TV, they're just seeing our image.
Right.
But when they're here and they're seeing how organic this is, the process, and how it develops into something wonderful.
Yeah.
And something as simple as having this a conversation.
Yeah, that's what it is. Having a beautiful conversation about something that's beautiful, that's something that's noteworthy, and that's a need to be talked about, and that's a need to be in every city in the country.
Yeah.
Truly, in every world, every place in the country, in the world. There's so many talented people in this town.
Yes.
So much talent that they should not be wasted. They should come here and express their talent and do something, be creative. This could be a regular cable station because there's so much talent that's going on that can come through here and do their thing and be put on television, and people will like to say, wow, I didn't know this person can do this. I didn't know this person lived here. Wow, what is this? Where did he come from? Or where did she come from? So I'm really excited about, just say I got 5 minutes. I'm really excited about where we're going. I'm really excited about the staff here, the people here. I've seen changes since I've been here, since going back doing my show since 2012. I've seen changes then, and so and it's a positive change. And so I want to just thank you anyway, just for you being a part of the growing change for PATV. And I mean, it's a beautiful thing, Mr. G. It's a beautiful thing. I want to thank you again. And so, I mean, what else could you convey to our listeners about PATV?
Well, that not only are we a resource, not only are we free, but we are part of the community.
Okay.
We are community in itself. We're another resource. We have so many wonderful shows, so many wonderful people that come through here. And like you said, the city in itself has so many creative people. And I think that's what's important, for people to understand that we are Iowa City. We are a community, and we are just another resource so we can get that creativity out.
Okay, amen, amen. And someone's knocking on our door, but that's what they
want to come in.
They want to come in. Come on down.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing, and you do things with Uptown Bills. You do things with different organizations.
Every Thursday we're there helping them out with their production.
Yep. And Tom's Guitar Show, which has been on air for probably about 20 plus years, whatever. And so that's a beautiful show. So it's a wonderful thing, and I'm glad that we captured a lot of things, and we do things with the Animal Rescue League, Adoption Center. I'm doing things with them with the Adopt a Pet segment. So we give them back to community, and having beautiful animals being adopted to good families. So it's a resource, like you said.
Yeah, it's a voice, and so we're hearing each other through this media. That's how we communicate. One of the ways we're communicating, and so we're voicing our creativity, our ideas, and we're listening to each other.
Yes. And so I hope y'all out there, TV land, will listen to us, listen to what's going on. Y'all got an idea. I mean, come on, don't be sitting on that couch. Get up. Get up off that couch and come on down here and get your idea on television. Get your thoughts on television. If you got something to say, take the program, take the classes, and say it on TV. Let people know how you feel. Everybody got an opinion, whether or not we believe it, we want to hear it or not. It's a beautiful thing. Everybody should be able to express themselves. So we could do it here, right here on PATV. So I want to commend the director come on my show, Dr. G. Thank you. Thank you for you sharing everything with me and sharing everything to my viewers. And we're hoping that we may see a change, that more people coming down here and get more content, more programs. See, if you see the station, you say, well, this should have that. Well, stop saying it. Come on down and be a part of it, and then change it and say, okay, now I'm gonna put this on here by me taking the classes and doing it. I'm gonna do this. So don't be talking about it. Talk is cheap. I want action. We want people to volunteer. We want people to come down and get more content on the show and be a part of it. Yeah,
talk is cheap. PATV is cheaper because it's free.
Amen.
Say it on TV. Say it on TV.
That's right. Say it on. I like that. Say it on TV. That's the slogan. Say it on TV. Say it on PATV. So with that said, I'm going to thank you again, and I'm hoping that this is going on for another 10 years.
Yeah.
Another 10 plus years.
We'll check in again.
Yes.
Let's do that.
Yes, we'll check in again.
Okay.
And you know what? You should have your own little thing. Once a month, have your own little editorial thing on PATV. Come here and talk to the viewers.
I need some tips, so I got to check in with you.
Okay, right. Okay, we'll do that. And you see me at Lucky's too.
Yeah.
So again, hey, I want to say thank you again, and you want to say shout out to anybody?
Hello, people. Lovely people of the world.
Out there in California. Yeah. So we got 30 seconds. So I want to say shout out to everybody out there, to a special person in my life that, I care about. Shout out to that person. Shout out to all the people that watch my show, Shout out to people that watch PATV. Continue to watch PATV and be involved and know that it's there for you and I'm there for you too. So remember, as always, keep styling and profiling. I'll see you next time. Peace.